Alright guys, well, we did it. We bought a camper. So here it is, all set up on our first trip. I'm blinding myself in the sun. We're here at Devil's Den Campground, and we got this 2003 Class C camper last weekend, and we decided to take it for a ride and put it to the test. Just two of us, Amy and I here. Cooking a little dinner. She's a 30-foot or 28-foot. The model is a 28A, but I think it's a 30-foot Class C. No slides. Needs some work. I'll give you a full tour in another video. We've got a lot of projects to do with this. This is just marking our first trip and many to come in our new Class C. We're here on the site 32 at Devil's Den Campground, all the way in the corner. And it's actually quite nice because we are the closest campground or spot to the actual springs, which is right around the corner here. And the bathhouse and everything is down there, so could also make a video of this campground, and every campground we stay in. I believe I'm going to try to put together a video to identify the pros and cons and kind of give you a tour of what the grounds look like. So in this trip we're going to be visiting, what was it called, Cedar Garden or something?
Yeah.
Cedar Garden, and going down into Devil's Den to do a little snorkeling, and just hanging out, enjoying, and making lists of things that need to be done and things we need to get to pack. So just enjoying, actually, even though this is the first clip of this video, this is the last night we're going to be here, and we've kind of already done it all. So, but it was a good weekend, and but anyway, check it out. This is part of Devil's Den property, and I'm assuming the campground as well. So they gave us these wristbands. I guess this gives us permission to be on the property. It's kind of cool. It's all man-made, but it's really nasty right now. Sadie. Go. 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 So we're getting ready to go swim in Devil's Den. We're at the campground for about a day and a half now. Our neighbors were nice enough to give us their reservations. They had 2 reservations. So they're nice enough to give us one of the reservations so we could do this, because we didn't plan ahead and make any reservations. They were extremely busy this weekend. So let's go swim in Devil's Den. Flying it down in the hole.
Standing right next to them.
Devil's Den. Heading down steep staircase.
Not underwater. We could go over there if you want. We can try it. I mean, maybe mentally it might be like the SeaMo effect. Yeah.
Alright, babe. We just got done with Devil's Den.
The water's cold.
Very cool.
That's why my hair's not wet.
So I jumped in. It's one and only time that I've done this. A couple things: bring your own snorkel and fins and mask. Save yourself $12 per person. Book your reservation before you come, obviously. And then I would suggest maybe closer to midday time frame reservation would probably be better, because the sun would be coming straight in. But it was pretty cool. The experience, snorkeling around, you're not going to see anything worthwhile. You can do some cave diving here and things like that if you're certified and trained for that. But for just snorkeling, it's just cool to be down in there and look up at the cave. But if you're snorkeling around, you're not really going to see anything. You're just swimming around in a cold pool, basically. So, we'd probably, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd put this at probably about a 7 to an 8.
It's worth seeing.
If you factor in everything, the campground is subpar. The facilities that they got set up in here they could be better. The hole in the ground, the actual den, is great. It was a little overpriced. We wound up spending over $75 for the 2 of us to go down there. We were down there for maybe a half hour, and we were like, all right, that's done. So it's a little pricey based on that.
As far as kids too, though, like campground wise, I don't know, but I feel like our kids would be bored. And then the guy in there asked if he could go use the swimming pool, and they said it's probably not a good idea on the weekend because they do scuba diving classes, so you really can't even use the swimming pool. So
yeah, this is really not, I don't want to say set up as a campground, as a resort style campground. It's nice that you can stay within walking distance of Devil's Den, but it's designed for scuba diving. And they run classes here and they do training, and they have groups that come and dive this location, and it's probably a great diving for caves, especially here in Florida, but it's not really catered to the RVers. So keep that in mind. If you bring kids, maybe during the week is better. And you got to keep in mind too that I think it's $12 per person to go down there, times however many kids you're bringing too. So anyway, we're back at camp now. We're gonna get cleaned up and get ready for dinner. Looks like they have one communal grill that everyone is supposed to share. Looks like all of the sites have a picnic table. The one we're at did not, but there was one that had two, so I'm thinking they just kind of shifted over. All the middle spots are pull through, so this road that comes back this way is actually the exit, and you pull through on this side. Right here at the end of the loop is a dog walk area, so let's go check that out. And it just opens up to a little grassy area. If this is designated as a dog walk area, you would think there'd be little doggy bags and maybe a trash can out here, but there's not. Everything on the left is going to be a pull through. Everything on the right is going to be back in. And it looks like some of these spots do have a sewer hookup. The one we're at, 32, does not. Also, there's a dumpster, but it's all the way at the front of the park, so a little ways to walk, but you can ride your bike there in a couple minutes. All dirt roads, dirt pads. The level of the pads are, they're not too bad, but you will need some leveling jacks because they're not completely level. And here's the other end, so basically just one loop, and then looks like 5 or 6 sites over here towards the entrance. Nice, quiet, dog friendly. So right up the road here is the pool, and it's closed right now since it's after 5. When you check in, they give you a wristband that gives you access to certain things. You'll need that to be able to operate the pool, or not operate the pool, to use the pool. It looks like the deepest is 8 feet. They got some picnic tables out here, and looks like this is where the bathhouse is. So let's see if this is the women's side. Men's side is maybe on the other side. Two shower stalls. Place to hang. So you got a little open field area. They used to have a swing, not anymore. This is just a covered patio. So right there is where the bathhouse was, and right over here, this is the parking lot for Devil's Den. And the buildings and facilities for Devil's Den is right over here. It's to my understanding that the wristband will get you in through the Devil's Den little area where they have the man-made ponds. You can't go down into the Devil's Den with your admission too, as a campground or campground guest, but he gives you access to get in there and look at the property and things like that. You will have to pay separately and make sure to have a reservation for you know, to get down into the Devil's Den so you can do scuba diving or snorkeling. But here is how close we are to the property. I know it's getting dark, but here's the entrance to Devil's Den. Obviously this location is closed right now. Right over to the left there is the office to check in. And right in that hole, this is the top part. There's a bunch of pavilions and stuff all out there.
The spring